Hey everyone, thanks for watching. This is going to be real quick to give you an idea. Ed, my buddy, who we actually met in Aroma's coffee shop, and so hang out with us. You'll end up going on a trip sometime. Ed's going to be joining me going to Uganda in a couple weeks, and we'll spend a week there doing some things, working on sharing some things about teaching on the book of Acts. Give you a quick little perspective on why we've been going to Uganda a lot during the pandemic, besides the fact that the Ugandan government was working a little more elastic than some other countries in Africa. But there are statistics, and then there is reality. And statistics, you can be anything. Reality is the reason why we're going there. A little background. If you look at the history of Uganda, it was before colonization. It was the religion there was tribal, spiritist, animalist, folk religion. When the colonization of Africa began, the Anglican Church came in and became the established Christian movement in Uganda. In the 1930s, there was a East African revival that began right on the Rwanda-Uganda border area, and thousands of people from the tribal areas as well as the Anglican Church converted, repented, and came to know the Lord. 30 years later, you had all of the countries in Africa, all the colonies in Africa, start breaking up and becoming independent nations. With that became a re-embracing of their traditional religions. So became a blending of Anglican, Pentecostal types of Christianity, and the spiritual background that they have. So today, if you look at Uganda, you will see that it is technically 85% Christian, but woven in with that is a lot of the traditional things that they've been learning over the years. So Ed and I are going to be going. Ed's going to be doing some teaching, which I think is going to be very fundamental and foundational for the folks who are going to be with the leaders, the pastors. He's going to be doing the book of Acts.
Yeah, so people say, why Acts? And there's some things that people don't know about Acts. The author of Acts is Luke, and between the Gospel of Luke and Acts, Luke contributes 27% of the New Testament, more than any other writer, more than Paul. And so he's the biggest author by volume in the New Testament. The other thing is, Acts is unique in that, we have 4 Gospels, we have 1 book of Acts. So in the 4 Gospels, they focus on Jesus and how he poured his life into 12 men. In Acts, you find out what those 12 men do after he's taken up to heaven. So it focuses on Peter and Paul, 2 of the early leaders. So it's great for leaders to look at and study the book of Acts. The fact that the Gospels focus on Jesus and Acts focus on the person of the Holy Spirit, if you want to talk about the Trinity or talk about the Holy Spirit's deity, Acts is a key place for that. And so it's an exciting book and a great deal about leadership, and with lessons that you don't find anywhere else. So exciting book, great book.
Just to double click on what he was saying about the ministry of the Holy Spirit, the role of the Holy Spirit for us today. When you come from a spiritist culture where lots of things ancestrally are worshipped, being able to have a proper biblical worldview perspective of the deity of the Holy Spirit is foundational for churches today. So the folks we're going to be with are pastors of smaller churches, church planters, and we're hoping that our time there will begin to build some foundations for them to add on to, just as the early church did, going from walking with Jesus to now, how do we tell other people about Jesus? And that's what we're praying. Be praying for us. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.